My hat!
So I finally got these two cars side by side. This is the Fortec 3.0, and next to it is the Factory 5 edition. Now, Traxxas had come out with the Factory 5 edition Snap-on models over a year ago, so they had been around. They just brought them back. Not Snap-on anymore, just different paint, decals. Now, if you look at this, the shock tires are different between the 3.0 and the Factory 5. Notice the mounting system. This has a little tongue, just goes in that little gap, that little hole. And for the Factory 5, you do that, and then just back here, you get the two mounting systems, which is off the Ford GT, off the 2.0. So that should look familiar if you've had a GT. Now, the shocks are completely different. These are a lot smaller in diameter, springs, everything is different. They're shorter. If you look at the 3.0 here, you'll notice these are longer, greater diameter. So a big difference. They are not interchangeable. Notice the shock towers, where they mount, how they mount. That is very different here. Now, if I put them next to each other, the tires appear to be the same tread pattern. So the tires appear to be the same, the wheels are just different. If I try to line up the vehicles from the rear, there is a slight difference. Here, let me line them up. If you look at the front, the Factory 5 is a little bit longer, so a little bit longer on the wheelbase, and that comes from partially the combination between the tub and the front clip. So if you look at the tubs, the Factory 5 has a longer tub, but it has a shorter front clip, whereas the 3.0 has a longer front clip. These screws are different right here. So those are some of the differences. These line up. These are the same. So you could replace them, but here, these are different. This is where the change is. But the rear is the same. So the rear clips are the same. It's just the front. So if you were to replace them, you would have totally different lengths on the 3.0 and the Factory 5. But these here, these measurements, I measured them. That's the same measurement. So again, it's the tub and that front clip. Notice the 3.0 is longer. Now, if I flip them over, you'll notice some other similarities and differences. First, shock towers are different, front and rear. The Factory 5 kind of hang down, but these links are the same, shafts are the same links. That didn't change, front and rear. Now, servo receiver, notice the difference there. That's why the difference in length, if I put them side by side. Factory 5 is a little longer to accommodate for the difference in the position for the receiver box. See that gap? That's the difference, a little longer on the Factory 5 than the 3.0. But the motors are the same, ESC is the same, the servos are the same. So if we keep looking at these here, battery ties are the same, but if we look at the body's mounting system, see these are the two clips. That's the system that this one uses. If you watch my unboxing for the 3.0, I showed that. If you haven't watched it, I do recommend that you watch it. Now, I just need to line it up. I don't want to stick my head in there in front of the camera, but there it is. Easy enough. And then Factory 5, again, that tongue just goes in the hole. You slide it, so you put it from the front and then slide it rearward. And then the rear, just two body clips, 1, 2. And that is it. Beautiful, beautiful. And you get your lights here in the rear and your lights here in the front. And those already come pre-installed, pre-wired. There's the wire right in there. And you have your little wiring harness. That's where you connect it. And then you get power. So other than that, those are the basic differences. Please share in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next one.
What? Oh, my hair! My tongue! My rod!